Money is a great servant, but a horrible master. So you cannot let your values be driven solely by the love for money, because the thing about money is it will never be enough. Hi, my name is Ifeoma Nwobu. I'm 23 years old and I currently live in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm currently the co-founder and COO at SendStack. SendStack is a digital logistics infrastructure for African businesses. I like Lagos. I've lived in Lagos all my life. Lagos is what you choose to make of it. I actually had to build a routine. I used to be one of those people that would say, oh, I don't need a routine, just wing it. But as I grew older and became actually more invested in my job, I realized that there was a need to have a routine every day. Even if you don't stick to it, it's fine. So my daily routine is I try to wake up at 6 a.m. every day because it gives me enough time before I jump right into work. So when I wake up at 6 a.m., I like to spend time with God, either like praying or just studying the Bible or just listening to music. After that, I eat, or at least arrange for my food to come at a certain time in the morning, and then I just jump right into work. So we have like daily meetings, let's say by 9 a.m., where we just like strategize on what we're going to do for the day. We talk about how much progress we made with particular things the previous day and what we're going to achieve on that day. And I woke up till like 6 p.m. I'm always asking myself, am I where I'm supposed to be at the time I'm supposed to be there? And that was literally the case for modeling. I'd been a model for 5 years, but going back to the root of it, I lost my mom when I was 12 years old, which was about 11 years ago. And that really drove me into a place of like discomfort. I did not have anybody to say, oh, this person is going to help me with this, or this person is going to help me with that. So there was this like realization of, look, you have to try and figure something out on your own. Thankfully, I have 2 siblings ahead of me, and they served as really good examples. And so the desire to just like be a model came from, oh, everybody seeing me and saying, oh, you're so slim and you're so tall. Are you a model? You should be a model. And that idea started to form in my mind, right? So I went on Instagram, I opened an Instagram account, and then I was looking through like, different people who were already models. They were about my age as well. So I was super inspired. I was like, okay, I have to join this particular agency then. So I sent a DM to the owner of the agency. I was like, hey, I want to be part of your modeling agency. And then I got an invite to her office then, and she liked me, and so I got signed to the agency. And I was so happy because it was like, oh my God, I'm able to do something for myself. And that was how it started. I became a freelance model. And then what that did for me was it really pushed me. It really helped me see once again that, look, you have to be on this for yourself. I started learning like the fundamentals of building relationships, of networking, and I didn't even know that all of this was happening then. I like modeling, it's very nice. I like the attention that comes with it, but it's not a good avenue for me to build the kind of wealth that I started to desire. So I started to desire like wealth, not just project to project type of money. And so I started learning how to code in 2020. I was just keeping busy, and I had like this side gig at the time to manage like a social media account. I was doing some little like digital marketing while I was learning how to code. That was just my introduction into like the tech space. I started to see possibilities. Even though I didn't end up like a developer, I got reached out to by my current co-founder, who just offered me a job to help with like growth of the products that we were working on in 2020. And that was how I found my way here. In 3 months, that was in March 2021, I asked to become co-founder. I didn't wait to be offered. I asked for it because I knew that I had, like done a lot in that short time to provide so much value to the company. The growth was evident. Even though I'd never done anything like that before, I made that ask, and like everything else is history. When my salary comes in, I actually save, I think currently about 70% of it. Like I just keep it away, and I'm just like, if I need more, I will come to take this 70, but I don't expect my salary with the mindset that, oh, money is coming for me to spend. I pay my tithe, and then I bring out money for my recurring bills. After, like bringing out money for my recurring bills, electricity, food, cleaning, and all of that, I'm like, whatever I have left is what I have to spend on myself for the rest of the month. So, I mean, I like my space, but I don't like to be alone. I don't think I ever want to live alone. Like from here now, maybe I'll go to my husband's house or something, but I like living with people. So I currently live with my sister and my younger brother in a 3-bedroom apartment. I like the fact that I can live with my siblings, but still, like have my own space. And it's not like, oh, we're a family, everybody in my space. So I got into university, that is the University of Lagos, immediately after secondary school. So I studied political science in the University of Lagos, graduated with a second-class upper. I mean, prior to that, I had always had interest in governance, government, all of that. I still want to be the president someday, but yeah. My degree at the moment is not directly tied to what I'm doing, but I know that at some point it will be useful that I have a degree. I'm also looking forward to studying even more. That's master's, PhD. So I'm happy that I've gotten some time to just work and build that experience, and I now have even more clarity on what I would study if or when I go back to school. I love food so much, but I don't think food loves me. I don't know, because I've tried, I eat more than people assume that I do. I prefer eating out, I don't cook. I think cooking is very high effort, low reward. I don't have time for that, to be cooking food and be packed. But if you can do it. I mean, it's a money saver as well. So if that's your way of saving money, fine. But for me, time is money. So something that takes my time is expensive. So cooking is expensive. I'm comfortably single at this point of my life. I've never had a boyfriend before, fun fact. And when I say that, it's like people think I'm crazy, but it's like, no, I'm just 23. Should I have been divorced 2 times before now? So I have a personal philosophy that guides me in my relationship with people. I really like to build friendships. So I think friendships are very valuable, and I'm monogamous, right? I think marriage is beautiful. I definitely want to be married someday with children. So yeah, I mean, I'm comfortably single, prioritizing a lot of self-development at this time. For my mind, I now read books. Hey, I didn't used to read before. I just used to wing, everything I knew, or the generation of videos. I just used to okay, I'll watch this video, listen to this podcast. While these are good and still very effective, I realized I was just getting a fraction of the amount of knowledge I could get. So I started investing in books. I'm still developing this habit. It's not 100% there yet. My success metric has changed over time. At some point in my life, I used to measure success according to maybe how much money I made or how many people would recognize me if I go somewhere. But now for me, measuring success is actually more intrinsic. It is now about how fulfilled I feel. The most important lesson I've learned about money is that money is a great servant, but a horrible master. You cannot let your decisions, and I'm not talking about work now, you cannot let your values be driven solely by the love for money. Because the thing about money is it will never be enough. The most important lesson I've learned about life is we're all here for a purpose. We're not just random people that found our ways to the world just because 2 people had sex. There was a reason for every single one of our being here on earth. So find the little joys in every day, the things that make you happy. Or you listen to music, or someone told you well done, you got extra money for this thing that you did. Just find the little joys, because all of those things, in the grand scheme of time, they all add up. And when you look back, you'll be able to say, oh yes, like I did this, I did that, and this is what worked for me. But it first of all has to start from renewing your mind. Do not have a defeated mindset, before you even start. Everything and anything is possible, always.